If you can get an egg out and get it fully hatched and know what you're doing in terms of pushing, it's basically a free game. You don't have many waves to worry about. You only really have 3, 7, 8. You've got a great tank on every other wave, including 10. And by that time, you should have built up a good enough economy to be able to scale into the late game. So I think this is a great game showcasing what's possible with egg and ways that you can continue to expand upon it. If you're interested in how you should be able to get eggs out, I do have an old guide that I will try to remember to link below. Otherwise, I hope you guys enjoy the game. Yeah, managing their socials. That's basically all it is. Appreciate it, Drosh. Just win, got it. Exactly. Just win. There's nothing else you gotta do. Just win, forehead. But yeah, appreciate it, Drosh. Alright, so I'm gonna go egg here. So I just hope my teammate holds on 3. Oh, Bob, I am way low elo right now. Confirmed, I'm trash. Washed. It's okay. I care really a lot about my elo. The noted one. It's good. It's really good. Cash out, OG. Guy sending me has no worker. Why didn't I worker up? I'm going egg. Do worker? Yeah. Healing, it comes down to elo range. Holding turtle on 3 with egg. Auto with them and enjoy the ride. That's awesome. Honestly, an option. You place another unit. Okay. Does he even get DT here, Drosh? Because he started 2. He started 2 workers. He builds the ceiling, so he's 275 here. At most, if he's cash out, he's 3 worker. Only 20. That's what I was thinking. I hope my teammate holds. Looks a little sketchy, to be honest.
Yes, my lord.
If your teammates are auto-sending, your best bet is to honestly just auto-send with them. Healing. There's not really a whole lot you can do. If your teammates are auto-sending, you probably just have to basically look at what they're doing and just follow their lead a little bit. Does egg count as broken if your teammate leaks? Yeah. If your teammate leaks, yes, you still have a broken egg. That's 1/2 too high, but it's fine. Okay, he sold for that.
Off to work.
So with POTA, you want it to be half square, a square and a half down, not 1 square down. It's fine like this, but you won't be able to get as much value out of it if it's not the half square down, because you can't place other units then in the same gap, which kind of ruins the entire identity of the build. Hero Ocean Templar Gates. Dragon plus egg is bad on 3. It's not bad. The problem is that if I know he's not going to be able to send me more than a 40, it doesn't really matter what I build. I want to be better for 7. Realistically, so long as I hold the 20, right? And so I'll hold a 20 actually to 0 build. I only built just in case so my teammate wouldn't kill me. That's literally the rationale behind what I built and why I built. Is I wanted to try to hold for my teammate. Because I was nervous my teammate was going to leak there and cause me to lose my egg. He didn't, which is good, but in theory he could have, right? I could build more workers in Classic, but 69 is nice. Correct. Correct. My teammate will be good on 7 and 8, so that's good. I'll hold, most likely. His Sakura is leaking here, it looks like, so that's fine. OG, that's a legit strategy. It's very tough to counter, if I'm honest. There's not a whole lot you can do to counter a Fiesta person if you don't just outscale them in a certain way. Because if they're always leaking 1 to 2, like 2 to 3 creeps, they're gaining more value than you are per leak, and so they're scaling the entire time. So you almost have to outrace them in a sense, which can be very difficult at times. Obviously, it's not an easy thing to do, and it's something that's going to take time and dedication to learn how to correctly do. But that's kind of the only way to go about it. Yeah, Fiesta, if played perfectly, is like plus 30 income. Now, it's very hard for anyone to really play it perfectly. How to stop it, say for big sends? Theoretically, you want to try to push hard enough that you're small leaking them every single wave, like large leaking them every single wave, right? Because if you're leaking them 50, 55, 60% every wave, they're not gaining as much value then, and they're going to be harder to leak. It's harder to scale. It's going to be harder for them to scale. Excuse me. It was like 11 to 27%. Yeah, then you're going to lose. You're going to lose if the person knows what they're doing and is leaking 11 to 27% every single wave. You're just dead. And I mean that in the nicest way possible. There's fuck all you can do. Not enough there, so we'll just go like this. Oof. It's just an awkward amount here. I can't really do much. We send it and we deal with it. The small leak is a small leak. That's the kind of the downside to having just an awkward amount of gold. If I would have got another snail out, Tempest better. You think so? Too late now.
Alright, sir. Consider it done.
I guess it's my peanut brain because Tempests were bugged for so long. But I think I'm still holding most of, if not all.
Alright, sir.
Oh, okay, my teammate held. Oh, thank God. As a bug fix, levies are only efficient when you have 3 of them buffing Tempest. There you go. Been a minute, so heard it here first,
Consider
folks.
it done. All right, sir.
Buff your Tempest. Now, does the math work? Because it's 190, so I would have been able to sell my poly in the split and build that extra 70, and I probably would have held then with the levies, because I would have gotten extra, you know, because it's only 90, so it would have been 180. Yeah, so that was the play because it gave me the extra value. OG, I wouldn't recommend that necessarily, especially if you're new to the game, because it's not always as easy as just playing greedy with Fiesta, because if the person knows what they're doing, they can kind of punish you pretty hard. It's okay on bronze? Then yeah, definitely do not play Fiesta. I do not recommend Fiesta for bronzes. It's gonna get you in bad habits and bad situations quite frequently, which are not good for new players to learn. That's the thing. It's really easy until it isn't. And at that point, then you shouldn't play it. Because I think there are better things that will help you hold better. I mean, can you get away with it? Sure, but would I recommend it? No. Are they both pretty good here? I mean, sure. It can teach you how overbuilding works, but I mean, for the most part, just look at your dang value. I still recommend just look at your value. Doing that in Classic, yeah, you're most likely not going to win very many games if you do that in Ranked. But, eh. They'd always be on value instead of under value. I mean, for most new players, I'd recommend being on value because their builds are probably going to be quite shite. Pylon. Most of the times, it's one of those things that if the enemy team is income sending, then sure, yes, be undervalue a little bit. But at a certain point, like, it comes down to them actually like building correctly to be able to be undervalue and hold, right? Though I guess nothing's ever as easy as it's made out to be. Well, I do love getting an ogre on 11. It does make my taint tickle a little bit when I see that because it's a pretty easy clear comparatively to what they could have given me,
Right away. Right away.
We go 14 now. Oh, these are built incorrectly. Well, now I know. I didn't see that those were built wrong. Oh well. It happens. It happens. Could be worse. Could be worse. I could have sent Ogre on 11, so it could be worse. The resend here is beautiful. We still go 14. It's only 1 unit, no big deal. I don't have a space here at the end of my Tempest, so it's built wrong. I built my Egg and my Tempest on the same... I both put them in middle squares, not on the edge, which is not how you're supposed to do it. Exactly, Bob, exactly. So it kind of causes me to have some issues on a certain selection of waves in which I need the extra Tempest damage. End of the world? No. Annoying? Yeah. Am I going to lose sleep over it? No. I've done much worse builds before. So, live and let learn, I guess. Battle scars here. Sell them and reposition? Yeah, I'll just sell everything real quick. Sorry, hold on. What's going on, Franny? How do you do? I remember the name. I haven't seen it in a while though.
Right away.
Hopefully all is well.
On my way.
Alright. Don't really love the witches on my mate, but his guy's out, so it doesn't really matter. I'm just overbuilding because I don't really have to worry. At this point, I want to just make sure I hold. I was hoping I'd aggro the Phoenix early, but that didn't really work the way I thought it would.
Off to work.
So it feels a little bad, man. My teammate's getting his guy, and it looks like my guy is still leaking. Even with Phoenix getting aggroed super late into the cycle, but still doing okay. Vendetta is saying that blue's toxic as always. I'm like, yeah, just leave him muted then. Mine's decent 16, but we should still leak them. Yeah, Bob, because everyone used to spam me to do Fiestas every game, and it got really annoying. Because I'm not a huge fan of Fiesta, personally. And so... Do we get to choose the lock-in if you pick lock-in? Yes. I just don't have to, don't actually have to select it. $16 workers on 18 in Classic. Oh, yikes. No! Kovas, you son of a gun! Why? Thank you, Seto, for having my back on that one. There is no Fiesta request here. Chat, there is no Fiesta request here. We've always been at war with East Asia. Man, I can't English right now. Like, I feel bad for the enemy on the guy on the enemy team, because he's saying that like Hitridge ruins all of his games. And I'm like, sure, yeah, but just mute his pings then. You have of nothing, it's time for a party. Yikes, true. Is that a 1984 reference or something? Yes. Chat, you should all read 1984 if you haven't. It's a great book. You know who loves ping communication? My man, Genome. Hey, Genome, I heard you love ping communication. Is that true? My English teacher heart is hurting. Well, maybe if you were a better English teacher, people would actually read.
Time for some action.
I just voice dictate these messages.
On my way. Alright, sir. Consider it done. Yes, my lord. Off to work. On my
Hey, we will not tolerate book burning here in this establishment.
Yes, my lord.
Going into this game, I felt pretty good when I saw that I had egg in my roll and a couple different ways to hold DT on 3. When they gave me basically a free egg and allowed me to scale, it was really an easy clap type of moment. When I was able to get Hero Ocean Templar gates, it was basically game over. That being said, I think there's some things I could have done better here, but at the end of the day, I think I played a pretty solid game, and I hope you guys can learn something from this. If you did enjoy the video, please make sure to like and subscribe, and I will catch you guys in the next one.